What do we have here? A demiguise.
I was wondering when I'd see you again. Let's look at what we have, shall we? A pleasure doing business with you. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Revelio.
The tales of Beetle the Bard.
Confringo!
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Confringo!
Now we can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the Thestrals.
You thought? If you thought more while we...
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time. I've rescued the Thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent! Now, to breed your Thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those Thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've bred them.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral. Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Adelaide Oakes, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oakes. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. It's never been this long. I just know something's happened.
Anyone been into Albie Weeks' shop lately? I'm always...
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river. This be Mr. Oakes' camp and Rock's loyalists. Just ahead. By force, be discreet.
I'll get you.
Luma.
Not quite.
Incendio.
I've been fighting since you were born. Easily diverted.
Expelliarmus.
Bombarda. Incendio. Off of me.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarda. Bombarda. Incendio. Bombarda. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Bombarda. Incendio. Now to find out what happened here. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Confringo. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south of here. What do we have here?
Luna, Bombarda, Protego. This is almost too easy. Hit it, Bombarda. No! Miss me. Oh, real stupid. Is that it?
Confringo, Expelliarmus.
You're making this pretty
Bombarda.
nice. You call that spell casting? Get away! I'll get too slow.
That's the student who uses magic.
Confringo.
Give it back.
Incendio. Incendio.
Get accustomed to that.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
I will make you pay. The wizards will be defeated.
What will we find in here?
Enjoy suffering, do ya?
Arresto momentum. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Bombarda. Confringo.
How to open it?
Confringo. Arresto momentum.
Handle a little Aussie.
Confringo. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
Give it back.
Arresto momentum.
That student defeated our encampment in the tower. That's the student.
Confringo.
Ranrock has fooled you all, to your demise.
Bombarda!
Arresto momentum. Revelio.
Hello?
He'll learn his lesson after being locked away.
Arresto momentum.
Someone thinks they can outlast me! I won't rest until you're dead.
Bombarda. Arresto momentum.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I wonder if Adelaide's uncle could be down there.
Snap that one. Then your neck.
Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum.
I've been trying this before you were.
Arresto momentum. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
Confringo!
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
Bombarda!
Was that your best?
Incendiary.
I've been quite interested before you were born.
Confringo. Incendiary. Confringo. Bombarda. Accio. Confringo. Incendiary. Accio. Confringo. Incendiary. Bombarda. Confringo. Incendiary.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
My wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. It's my last hope. Please. Oh, my wand. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you. You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ramrock is all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ramrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.